Scientists are determining that all the COVIDs are in sewage. Scientists all over the world are examining sewage in the government sewers, sewage that's owned by and produced by the government for COVID, all the COVIDs. Now, the scientific community has determined that COVIDs exist in the sewage. Let that sink in a second. The scientific community on planet Earth during this pandemic and national emergency have determined that COVIDs and a whole bunch of other viruses are in the sewage. Now, take a little time and do a little research on Sewage Crisis, North Carolina. Do a little research on Sewage Crisis, United States. And what you're going to begin to understand is that all these mosquitoes that are flying around, they're breeding in the sewage. And the sewage is flooding all over the United States. A good example in the United States of a sewage crisis is what's going on in North Carolina. Now, down at the Terry Sanford Federal Courthouse in Raleigh, all of the sewage from that federal courthouse is dumped into Walnut Creek. All of the sewage from the Terry Sanford Federal Courthouse is dumped in the creek. And the law enforcement in North Carolina knows that I'm 100% correct and accurate in making that claim. Across North Carolina, they got a mosquito problem, and there's sewage everywhere. The reality of the North Carolina sewage crisis is that it's in many other states as well. It's all over the country. So when Donald Trump gets together with his homies down there in Oklahoma City, ask Donald Trump where all the sewage from Manhattan's going. Where is Donald Trump's buildings dumping all their sewage? Would that be into the East River, Donald Trump? And into New York Harbor, Donald Trump? And Mike Pence? Let's have a real deep, close examination and discussion of the sewage crisis at the Terry Sanford Federal Courthouse in Raleigh, North Carolina. Bring a lot of television cameras with you, and you can bring all the scientists and environmentalists you want, and we'll have us an educated adult discussion on America's sewage debacle. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there, and as always, hasta la vista, God bless, and you betcha, we're coming back.